So our goal in this video is to teach you a little bit about how to use a dial caliper. It's kind of a big deal for what we do in class. So just a basic overview of it. Let's take a look on the camera of what it looks like. Here's kind of what we got. The reason they call it a dial caliper is because of the dial itself. We can take our wheel right here and we can open that up and we can get a reading. We can get some dimensions. Key thing is how to actually read it. Before we get into that though, let's just kind of talk about some of the anatomy of the caliper, if you will. So if we just take a look at this picture on the screen, this is kind of our overall diagram. So here are our internal jaws. So we're going to use those mostly to measure the internal diameter of a hole. So something like that. See right in here, we're going to really focus on the inside diameter of that. Then we have our outside jaws, and we'll really use those to get like thicknesses. So you can see here where we measure the outside of something. And of course the dial itself. We do have a lock screw, and that's kind of nice because if we do get a dimension that we're going to use repeatedly, we can kind of lock that in place. A little word of caution though, you can over torque that thing and it'll snap off. We also have a depth rod here. So our depth rod, let's take a look at something we might measure with that. Kind of like this. So we would take that rod down in there, and this part of the caliper we would leave on top, and then we would read the caliper, and that would tell us how deep that is. All right, let's get back to the camera. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to get an overall width here. So I'm going to move my roller here. And it's a little snug, I've noticed. So I'm going to actually loosen our lock screw there. And now it's free. Okay, so I'm just going to measure the overall thickness of this thing. So if we take a look here, our hole numbers, you see the 0 out here. That tells us it's 0. And then 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6. 0.7, 0.8, 0.9, and then we're out to 1 inch. So our whole number is going to be that 0 or the 1. So that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, that's going to be the tenths place. If we take a look at the dial, that's going to give us our hundredths and our thousandths place. All right, so if we read our whole numbers, I'm past the 1, so I know that I'm going to be getting a 1 point something. 1 point, and then let's look at our tenths place. So our tenths place, it looks like I'm past the 2, so I'm going to say 1.2, and then let's look at our dial, and our dial seems to be right there on the 7, so I'm just going to go ahead and say 0, 7. Our reading for this one would be 1.207. Let's go ahead and do one more while we're here. So I'm going to actually turn the block now. I'm just going to kind of go this way with it. So it got a little bit tighter. My whole number, it's still past the 1, right? I know my whole number for this is going to be 1 again. And then now here's the crazy part. It looks like it's past the 2, doesn't it? If I look right in here, it looks like it's past the 2. But the problem is, if I look at the dial, if it were past the 2, it'd be on the other side of 0. So really, we're looking at 1.1999897. So I'm going to say 1.197. If I really wanted to get truly an accurate measurement, I'm probably going to make a guesstimate here, right? So I could say 1.1965. To me, truthfully, I know that could be just a small margin of error. Like if I tighten this thing up, I'm gonna get right there. You know, I can adjust that. So I'm gonna try to get as good as I can with that. If I look at letter C here, I can see that it's some sort of hole, and we did cover those in another lesson, but that is called a counter bore hole. And if I look really close inside there you go. You can kind of see the threads inside there now. So I've got what's called a counter bore. You know, I've got some sort of thread in there. What I want to do is just find the depth of that. So on my caliper, what I'm going to do is I'll go ahead and close it back up, and I want to take a look at at the depth rod that comes out the back end here. So as I open the caliper here, I'm going to open that. As I open that, that tail comes out, doesn't it? So what I'm going to do now is put that down into the hole. So I've got it down in there. And now I'll go ahead and tighten the lock screw up here. And as I do that, let's come up here and let's put the caliper down and let's get a reading. And it looks like my hole number is going to be 0 this time, right? So 0 point. Let's come back in here. It looks like it's at the 3, doesn't it? But is it on the other side of the 0? And the answer is no. So I'm going to say 0.2, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to say 0.285. And that tells me the depth of that hole. I also can look right here at D. I realize if I turn the block a little bit, it's a step, isn't it? There are multiple ways to measure a step. You can just do the same exact concept here. And this might be a better way for me to actually show you the depth rod and how it works. But there's the depth rod, and then I can take my reading, and that'll tell me how deep that is. Okay, so if I'm looking there, it would be 0.1, 45, 46, 47. So it would be 0.147.